Good morning. Happy Juneteenth Eve to you all. How are you all doing, honey? I only came on here for one reason because I am absolutely floored right now, to be honest with you. I cannot believe that I recently learned this morning I learned that when the current administration, we're having conversations about immigration and deportations, that a particular demographic of citizens believed that they were talking about Black people. They didn't believe that the deportations were about them. They voted under the premise of getting rid of the people they deem lazy, dysfunctional, violent, divided. They believed that we would be hauled off and kicked out so that they would be able to enjoy being in a country in close proximity to non-Black people. They were happily going to the ballots, voting, hoping that African Americans, Black people are deported because they were under the belief, just like they believe that we're lazy, just like they believe that we're violent, just like they believe that we're divided. They were under the belief that we were immigrants. I can admit that that's truly, truly gut wrenching, and I feel nauseous just thinking about it. I can't believe I can't find words for it, to be honest with you. As a person, as an American, as a woman, as a Black woman, as a Christian, I, I can't find words for it. I don't discuss with you all of the work and initiatives I've created throughout the spans of my life. I've created quite a few things um, that went on to improve a lot of people's lives, and I enjoy what I do, and I will always provide things that improve people's lives. That's just something God has graced my life to be able to do, and I'm very thankful for it. One of the things I did do, and this was during the Obama administration, I founded an immigration and naturalization clinic. And what it consisted of on Tuesdays and Thursdays, those who were seeking um, citizenship, I had a program that I created that was 100% free. I had 3 immigration attorneys. I had housing specialists. I had people from Wells Fargo who are also participating to provide financial literacy on how to build their credit, opening accounts and things. I also had someone from the Department of Labor who were able to assist me in knowing what their legal parameters were for them to be able to seek gainful employment. I also partnered with the technical college to find educational opportunities for them under the umbrella of ESL and WIOA. And from that, I mean, hundreds of families were impacted and their lives improved. And to this day, that program still exists. It still exists all of these years later. And yes, primarily they were Spanish speaking, and they came in a number different wide range of ages, and backgrounds and all kinds of things. One gentleman, he was actually a darn nurse, in his country of origin. And here stateside, he was relegated to working at a chicken factory. We also worked to deal with some of them who were, in fact, employing them and not paying them properly, but providing housing for them and yet exploiting them. And they're only getting 60, 70, $100, $200 a week for a full week's worth of work. And then we worked very hard and we fought to make sure that they received livable wages, and also went after them to have penalties and consequences for hiring them and exploiting them and then benefiting from it. And I was one of those people that took them to the mat, took them to the carpet for it. And I enjoyed doing it. I passed the baton when it was time for me to move to another city and state. I love the work I do because I love the people, not because of who they are, but because we're commanded to love people. And I love people. I don't know anything else I can say. I love them. I love people. And a part of me almost in tears, to be honest with you, that you do the kind of work that I do. You create what I create. You invest what I invest. You do it, and you don't want any harm to come to someone. You don't want to see families ripped apart. You don't want to see children as orphans. Then having to deal with children who were orphaned, literally brought over by a coyote. You know what I'm saying? Brought over by a coyote and dropped off. And they're kids. They don't even know English. They're children. They're babies. They're little kids. They're under 12 years old. And a family, a mother, a father got together and some other relatives put the money together, had a coyote bring them over, and boom, leave them, hoping for a better tomorrow. And you do that kind of work only to find out that an overwhelming number of them wanted people such as myself gone out of this country because they feel like we're undeserving to be here. All of these negative stereotypes and all of these judgments and criticisms and tearing down and attacking of African Americans that we deal with from those who are our countrymen, countrywomen, because we're black. And then to find out that people who want to benefit from the laws, excuse me, who want to benefit from our hard work, sacrifice, our anguish, our suffering, our dignity, our fight, our resilience. They want to benefit from that, which we have put in place. Because without Black people and all that we have done, this country wouldn't be fit for them to desire to come to. It would, only to find out that they're under the belief that we should not be here and we should be hauled off. That I refuse to believe. I have a hard time believing that anyone would dare come into someone else's country and have that kind of attitude about Black people. I, hey, honey, listen. It is, I feel like I can't find words for it. It's hurtful. It's a wake up call. It's a clarion call as well. And I have to remember in the Bible there were all kinds of you know, I mean, the children of Israel pretty much immigrants themselves. And I try my best to find scriptural texts that would kind of give me clarity on and grounding on how to look at things as Christ would have us to look at them, and not as the world see situations. And here we are. Here we are. I can't find the scripture today. I have my scripture for the day for my life. But as far as this situation, um, I really need to find out which pastor or Christian leader are speaking on this subject from a position of, instead of, oh, we got to stand up against injustice. No, that is an injustice to believe that I and other African Americans should be hauled off up out of our country that we helped build, fortify, sustain, improved, enhance, and established. It wouldn't be the greatest country in the entire world without us. It wouldn't. Want us to leave. We shouldn't be here. We don't deserve to be here. So they really thought they were sending us back to Africa so they can move into our nice houses, drive our fine cars scot free, so they can just, walk into our businesses and just take over and call them theirs. What, have access to the money that is held up, known as life insurance policies, and they just willy nilly and they just give it to them because of what? You're better than us. Oh my God. I'm heartbroken. I'm heartbroken. I'm angry. I'm offended. I'm in shock. And it's not as easy as, oh, well, that ain't none of black people business. It is our business. When something this severe rears its head and look you in the face and say, I don't even want you here. I want to be here. I want to get here the way I want to. I don't want to follow your laws that you fought to get, but I want to benefit from the laws you did establish as far as your civil rights and everything. I do want to benefit from that, but I want you gone because you don't deserve it. So you get out. Yes, you all have been here for centuries and centuries and centuries and centuries and centuries. We don't care. Get out. Oh, we're going to elect this person so they can put you out. Finally. Oh, it say you. What are your thoughts on this? I tell you, this next election cycle about to get real because now they have a problem. They've reared their head and shown that they wanted African Americans, black people, deported. And majority of us are leaning right-leaning people. I mean, excuse me, left-leaning people, and they already see that the right don't want them here anyway and don't care nothing about them. So where will they go and who will they stand with now? And do you actually think for a hot minute I'm about to let this slide or ride? No, I want to see what the left got to say about this kind of sheer open racism, bigotry, and hatred that you wanted us gone up out of here. You're not gonna just let that in the fold and don't say nothing and talk about, oh well, let's just all come together. We got a common enemy. That's the devil is a liar. No, we need to have real grown people conversations. Because this kind of stain, this kind of insult, it cannot and it will not and should not go unchecked. I can't wait to read your comments. I just can't. I can't. I don't know the words.